Welcome aboard, folks. Today we're diving headfirst into the fascinating world of the merchant navy. Now, I'm not talking about your grandpappy's cruise ship. This is the real deal. We're talking about the hard-working men and women who keep global commerce afloat, literally. Today we'll explore both the advantages and disadvantages of this unique career path. We're going to break down the good, the bad, and the downright salty, so you can decide if a life at sea is the right fit for you. Because let's be honest, it ain't for everyone. It takes a special kind of person to thrive out there on the open ocean, far from land and loved ones. But for those who answer the call, it can be a rewarding and, dare I say, adventurous way to make a living. Let's cut to the chase. The Merchant Navy offers some seriously competitive salary packages. We're talking good money, folks, even for entry-level positions. And it only goes up from there, especially as you gain experience and climb the ranks. But it's not just about the paycheck, although that's definitely a plus. The benefits are nothing to sneeze at either. We're talking comprehensive health insurance, retirement plans, paid time off, the whole 9 yards. And remember, you're living and working on board the ship, so you're saving money on rent, utilities, and all those other land-based expenses. That means more cash in your pocket to enjoy when you are back on dry land. So if you're looking for a career that pays well and takes care of its own, the Merchant Navy just might be the ticket. Now, for many folks, the biggest perk of the Merchant Navy is the travel. Forget those tourist traps. You'll be experiencing the world like few others ever do. We're talking about docking in bustling ports across the globe, from the skyscrapers of Hong Kong to the canals of Venice. You'll have the chance to immerse yourself in different cultures, sample exotic cuisines, and maybe even pick up a new language or two along the way. Sure, you might not always have a ton of time to explore every destination, but even a few hours spent wandering a new city can be an adventure. And hey, you're getting paid to do it. So, if the open road, or in this case open ocean, calls to you, the Merchant Navy can offer a front row seat to the world's greatest show. The Merchant Navy isn't just a job, it's a career path with real potential for advancement. Starting out, you might be swabbing decks, figuratively, hopefully, but with hard work and dedication, you can climb the ranks to more senior positions. We're talking about moving up from deckhand to officer, from engineer to captain. And with each promotion comes more responsibility, more challenges, and of course, a bigger paycheck. The Merchant Navy values experience and offers plenty of opportunities for professional development and training along the way. So, if you're ambitious and eager to learn, the sky's the limit. Or maybe the horizon is a better analogy here. Don't expect to be handed anything on a silver platter, though. You've got to earn it. But for those willing to put in the work, the rewards can be substantial. Now let's talk about the skills you can gain in the Merchant Navy, because trust me, this ain't your grandma's knitting circle. We're talking about practical, hands-on skills that can translate to a wide range of industries. You'll learn teamwork, problem solving, and how to handle pressure like a pro. You'll become proficient in navigation, engineering, cargo handling, and a whole lot more. And let's not forget the soft skills. You'll be working with people from all walks of life, so communication and cultural sensitivity are key. These are valuable skills that will make you a hot commodity in the job market, whether you decide to stay at sea or pursue opportunities back on land. Let's face it, folks, job security is a big deal these days, and in that department, the Merchant Navy delivers. Global trade isn't going anywhere, and those ships aren't going to sail themselves, at least not yet. That means there's a constant demand for skilled and qualified seafarers. So, once you've got your foot in the door and proven yourself, you can enjoy a level of job security that's hard to find in many other industries. Of course, like any job, there are no guarantees. But with the right skills and work ethic, you can build a long and stable career in the Merchant Navy. Now, let's be clear, life in the Merchant Navy is not for the faint of heart. It's a unique lifestyle that requires sacrifice, adaptability, and a strong sense of adventure. You'll be living and working in close quarters with your shipmates, often for months at a time. You'll be away from family and friends, and your social life will revolve around the people you work with. But for some, that's all part of the appeal. It's a chance to break away from the monotony of a traditional 9 to 5, to experience the world and to forge deep bonds with the people you sail with. It's a life less ordinary, that's for sure. And for those who embrace it, it can be an incredibly rewarding experience. Now, for all its perks, life in the merchant navy isn't always smooth sailing. One of the biggest downsides is the time spent away from home. We're talking about months at sea, folks, which can be tough on both you and your loved ones. Missed birthdays, holidays, and special occasions are par for the course. Staying connected can be a challenge, especially in remote areas with limited internet access. And let's be honest, phone calls and video chats can only do so much to bridge the distance. This is something you need to seriously consider before taking the plunge. If you're not prepared to be away from home for extended periods, the merchant navy might not be the right fit for you. Let's not sugarcoat it, folks. Working in the merchant navy is demanding, both physically and mentally. You'll be working long hours in often challenging conditions: heat, cold, storms, heavy lifting. You name it, you'll probably encounter it at some point. And it's not just the physical demands. Being away from home for months on end can take a toll on your mental health. Loneliness, isolation, and the stress of a high-pressure work environment are all factors to consider. The merchant navy is not for the faint of heart. It takes a special kind of person to thrive in this environment. Someone who's resilient, adaptable, and mentally tough. Let's face it, working at sea has inherent risks. We're talking about massive machinery, heavy cargo, and unpredictable weather conditions. Accidents can happen, and it's crucial to be aware of the risks and follow safety protocols religiously. The merchant navy takes safety seriously, with rigorous training and regulations in place to minimize risks. But even with the best precautions, accidents can still happen, and when you're miles from shore, the consequences can be more severe. So if you're considering a career in the merchant navy, you need to be comfortable with a certain level of risk. The merchant navy is a highly regulated industry, and for good reason. Safety and environmental protection are paramount, and that requires strict adherence to international standards. To work in the merchant navy, you'll need to obtain various certifications and licenses, which involve passing exams and demonstrating your competence. And it doesn't stop there. You'll need to keep your certifications up to date through ongoing training and refresher courses. It's a continuous learning process, but it's essential for ensuring safety and maintaining professional standards. Let's be honest, the demanding schedule of the merchant navy can put a strain on your personal life. Maintaining relationships requires effort, and it's even harder when you're spending months away from loved ones. Dating can be a challenge, and starting a family requires careful planning and understanding from your partner. It's not impossible, but it requires commitment, communication, and a willingness to make sacrifices. If you're someone who thrives on a bustling social life and constant companionship, the merchant navy might not be the best fit. But if you're independent, adaptable, and value the relationships you have, you can make it work. The merchant navy is a melting pot of cultures. You'll be working with people from all over the world, each with their own customs, languages, and ways of doing things. This cultural diversity can be enriching, offering opportunities to learn from others and broaden your horizons. But it can also be challenging at times, requiring patience, understanding, and a willingness to adapt to different communication styles and work ethics. Being able to navigate cultural differences effectively is crucial for building strong working relationships and ensuring a harmonious and productive work environment. There you have it, the pros and cons of a career in the merchant navy. It's a unique path full of challenges and rewards in equal measure. It's a chance to see the world, earn a good living, and learn valuable skills. But it's also a demanding job that requires sacrifice, hard work, and a willingness to be away from home for extended periods. We hope this helps you make an informed decision about whether this path is right for you. It's not for everyone, but for those who answer the call, it can be an incredibly fulfilling and rewarding experience. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. And if you've got any questions about the merchant navy, drop them in the comments below.